10 of the craziest winter storms ever. Anyone who's ever resided in a frigid climate understands snowstorms well, but those unusual snowstorms surpass all predictions, smash all records, and result in mass destruction. Yes, here in this video we will discuss the 10 craziest winter storms, so make sure you subscribe to my channel and watch this video until the end. Here we begin. Number 10. The Great Blizzard of 1888, Northeastern United States. On March 11, 1888, one of the most terrible blizzards in American history slammed the Northeast. If we talk about the storm's harshness, let me inform you that this one had it all. Huge quantities of snow, cold temperatures, and roaring winds that whipped out snow piles from 30 to 40 feet tall. This was terrible for all the citizens, as the storm was so huge that it almost encircled the whole northeastern United States from New England to Chesapeake Bay, comprising main urban regions like New York City. Over 400 people perished during the storm, comprising more than 104 feet at sea. As I mentioned, the storm hit in early March and started as a severe rainstorm. The temperature fell from Sunday evening to Monday sunrise, and the rain turned to snow. Number 9. The Storm of the Century, 1993, Eastern United States. In 1993, an early March hurricane surged up at east coast of the USA, setting free snow and storms on a broader area than any other hurricane in recorded history. This storm documented huge snowfalls from eastern Canada to southern Alabama. As a result, nearly every part of 26 states was smashed. Approximately half of the US community was affected, comprising many big cities. Number 8. New York City Blizzard of 2006. This hurricane that struck New York City on February 11, 2006 wrapped a minor area than other crucial snowstorms that didn't have high breezes. But when we talk about its snowfall, it was a doozy. Almost 27 inches, which is 68.5 centimeters of snow, was knocked over the city, which at the time was an inch more than the prior record of snowfall. Number 7. Lungsi County, Tibet, 2008. Tibet is recognized of some of the world's highest peaks comprising Mount Everest. It gets painfully frigid there in the winter, but the temperature is normally very dusty. And for this reason, there are some passes through the Himalayas which persist a passable way throughout the year because of the short snowfall rates. For that justifications, the snowstorm that hit Lungsi County in October 2008 was an alarm to its inhabitants. Number 6. Mount Shasta, California, 1959. Between 13 to 19 February 1959, about 15.7 feet, which is 4.8 meters of snow, knocked over Mount Shasta. That was the most extensive snow to ever collapse during one consecutive snowstorm in North America during that period. This record was carried out until the early 1990s. However, meteorologists have found examining this special hurricane as challenging as there is no satellite imagery or atmospheric studies. Number 5. The Eastern Canadian Blizzard of 1971. This blizzard hit some parts of eastern Canada from March 3rd to March 5th, 1971, establishing typical blizzard situations throughout. But it wasn't barely snow that provoked these Canadian towns to their knees. Instead, this hurricane generated heavy breezes that crushed the snow into the air and destroyed perception. Number 4. The Iran Blizzard of 1972. A blizzard crashed Iran on February 3, 1972, slaughtering more than 4,000 people and smoothing 200 villages. The hurricane, which endured 5 days, coated almost all of Iran with sleet. In some regions, the snow was so intense up to 26 feet, which is 8 meters, and it directly concealed citizens. In southern Iran, almost 4,000 townies from the Ardakan region were reported trapped or concealed, giving rise to the fatal snowstorm on record. Number 3. The Great Snow of 1717, New England. The Great Snow of 1717 was certainly a sequel of 4 storms in 11 days that hit in quick progressions in late February and initial March 1717. No one is relatively convinced how extensive the consequences were, as record-keeping was spotted in colonial New England. Enormous snow was listed as far away as Boston got struck the hardest. Number 2. The Buffalo Blizzard of 1977. On January 27th of the year 1977, the National Weather Service published a winter hurricane warning for the region. But by January 28, things deteriorated, and nobody realized how terrible they would get. Buffalo had already obtained substantial snow in November. The sleet and strong geysers established zero visibility and obstructed roads. Number 1. Great Texas Snowstorm of 2021. Many of the towns and states are adapted to the terrible winter climate, but not Texas. So, when a dominant Arctic frigid front flew through the state on February 14, 2021, Texans were not sure what unraveled next. Once the cold temperatures were relieved, snow and ice started to drop. So, that's all for today. What do you think about these massive winter storms? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe and smash the bell icon. I'll see you soon.